All right, look, I'm back. Okay, hey, look, I had to go kind of handle that down in there because there was a lot of noise going on, and I wanted to bring it down just a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to do the videos, but I also got my little nephew, my great nephew in here, and he's all over the place. He then came in here and screwed up 2 videos, which I should have left him on there, but he brought me this. Okay. I did not buy this for him. His his dad bought this for him. His dad is also a driver out there on the road. Right, as a matter of fact, he's on home time. No, wait a minute, not his dad, but his grandpa bought him this one. So his grandfather bought him this, and he's also out on the road right now. So it's just a family of truckers here on my end, and so he screwed up about 2 videos, but I just did not want it. He comes in here and he draws my whole attention. So let's just get off of that. Let's go to something else. All right. So the things that's been happening right now is that you laughed from the last video. You seen I was on the Ford dedicated account. Wrong. Not on it. Okay. Basically, what happened is I had a phone call from a neighbor, and out of the blue from the neighbor, which stays about 2 doors down, behind me right here, 2 doors back that way. And she calls me up and says, Dan, somebody's been at your house, such and such and this and that. So I had to fly my wife home real quick. All right, so I flew her home so she can be at home for a little bit because we have not been there. And, and people start noticing when you're not at home for a while, things can go wrong. They can break in your house and this and that, even though you have an alarm system, whatever it may be, they still will try to break into your house. Okay, so I sent her home. We did that. I remained on the Ford dedicated account for I stayed on it for about a week and a half. I was not getting exactly the loads I wanted. And, so I decided to go on my own. Okay. Well, I'm bringing up another computer screen here. I got this one, and the one that's holding this up. I got 2 computer screens going on right now. So anyway, so I went on my own and did what I had to do. It's been going well. And then until I got stuck in El Paso, Texas. I was actually stuck there for 2 days trying to find a load to get out of there. I just refuse to do any deadhead out of El Paso, Texas. I refuse to go 300 miles this way. I refuse to go 250 miles that way. Whatever it may be, I just refuse. I was just in a stump, okay, for 2 days in El Paso. And I was talking to another Landstar driver, Steve Allington, and man, and I was telling him, look, dude, I'm stuck here, but I refuse to run my truck for a certain rate, under a certain rate, and I refuse to deadhead a certain amount of miles. So I said, I'm just going to wait here till I find a load that's taking me home. Excuse me. It's taking me home. Okay, so basically, that's what I did. I did find a load that was taking me right into, out of El Paso, that was taking me right into California, Southern California, which was Chula Vista, which was in the San Diego area. And then I was going home from there, and I was going home for a couple of weeks, which I'm still at home now. That was about 2.5 weeks ago. 2.5? Yeah. No, 2 weeks ago from today. I'll still be here. It'll be 2.5 weeks by the time I leave here. So it's been 2 weeks. I've been home 2 weeks. And I need to kind of bring you guys up to date on some things because some things have changed from there. I will not be going back out doing my own thing. If you remember, I had a step deck. I've switched out of that step deck. I'm into a 48-foot flat. The 48-foot flat, I ran that for a minute, about 2 weeks. I liked it, loved what I was doing with it. I was able to find a little bit more loads than the step deck, but here it is, wintertime. Stuff starts slowing down for step deck really bad during this time period. So I decided to come home, and then I did that I've been home for 2 weeks. Last Wednesday, I got a phone call. Now, this comes in where I've been talking about this, goes back to that series of Work Harder and Smarter. And I remember a year ago talking to this agent. About a year ago, I was talking to this agent, and I left her my cell phone number, truck number, everything. And about a certain run, you know. And it's been over a year because I've done a year with Landstar. I've done a year with my truck. It's been a year since I've had my truck, over a year now. So everything's been going well with that. And when I first got to Landstar, I didn't know what I was doing. You know, did not know what I was doing at all. Learning the load board, doing this. I only had a small knowledge of the load board, but I knew I had to network a lot of stuff because everybody would tell me you need to network with these agents, clients, people out here, direct clients, and find out, try and get yourself known. So a year ago, I talked to this lady, and I could not get on it at the time because at that certain time, my wife was not on board with Landstar just yet. I was out here doing my own thing, and it required a team, but she did not have nothing open, but she took my name and number. Here it is, almost a year later. She has called me. Okay, now here's my dilemma. Man, I've put these videos out and showed you guys I have bought chains, binders, straps, big ass vault on 3-door vault on the back of my truck. Everything to do flatbed. Everything to do flatbed. Here's my dilemma. She has a dedicated route. This agent has a dedicated route that gets me home every week. Okay, for at least 2 days every week. I run from California to Ohio, and Ohio back to California. Turn around. Damn good money. It ain't nothing. Damn good money. It pays more than what I was doing at Ford. The Ford dedicated. Whether you was running, even if you was running, the Kansas City run, I was on Dearborn. Even if you run on a Kansas City run, this will take over that. And this was all Ford. But the thing about it is I invested so much into doing this flatbed stuff that I cannot go back to van. And this is my dilemma. I'm telling her. I said, look, I'm glad you called me up and you kept me in the system with you. And I was telling her I was on flatbed. She says, well, what will it take? I need a BCO team. It doesn't have to be a husband and wife, but, it makes it better if it was husband and wife team to run this. Their client requires team BCOs to run this. And so with my wife and her talking to me and everything, it kind of went like I was getting double teamed here. My thing is, I had a certain goal that I wanted to reach, but now here you call me up, my wife's on board with this, and I kind of find myself being a little selfish toward my wife because I was like, look, I spent all this money on all this stuff, I did all of this. I wanted to remain in flatbed, but yet and still I'm in the business of trucking to make money for myself and keep my household together, and making money from just doing what I can to take care of my household. So you see my dilemma. So with my wife and her talking together, this and that, as of next week, next Thursday, I will be out of the flatbed and then back into a van and running this dedicated account. Okay. It's a good thing, but it's stressful because even as me talking to you on this YouTube channel, right now, I still think about it right now. The hell with this damn van. I don't care what it does. I can make some money out here and do what I got to do and still do it. But my wife doesn't like flatbed, so I'm gonna go ahead on and do the van and try not to seem selfish to her with this. All right, so basically that's what it is. So I'm gonna start off with this this new dedicated run, and you know, and run this to Ohio and back. You know, the last team that came off of this did, what was it, 2 years, 2.5 years? She told me it was 2.5 years. 2 years, I'd say 2 years, 4 months. They were on this dedicated run. There's another dedicated run that runs out of Ohio to Oregon. That team that just came off of this took that load, they were out of Indiana. And the team that was before that has jumped on. It's like it's a revolving door. They moved around. They were doing the dedicated runs for this company for the last 7 years. So I know of 3 teams that are, 3 of them are husband and wife teams that have been on this run for the last 7, 2, and I think the other one's been on it a year. So they got dedicated runs running all over the place, and evidently you can move around in it. It seems to be a good thing to do. So I'm gonna try it out. I've turned in my flatbed. I have a van now, and that's where I'm at. So, you know, I will touch bases with you guys a little bit more on what I'm doing here, man. But, you know, you see my dilemma. I'm not really excited about it, but, you know, I just hate that I've spent all that money and this didn't come along before I did all of this for the flatbed, you know. So, you know, I'm not saying I'm eating my losses, because somewhere in there, this equipment is going to get used, okay? I'm telling you now, it's going to get used. So, might not be, you know, now or this and that, but it's going to get used. I bought it and I'm going to use it. I'm not selling nothing right now. So, that's my dilemma, man. That's what's on my mind right now. I'm going to cut this video off right here because, you know, I'm just about done. You know, I like it, but I don't. Okay? But the smart thing, everything is telling me the smart way is to do this. To get on this van, do this, run this with your wife, and everything's telling me that right now. Okay? So, with that being said, man, I'd like to say to all of you guys, man, the new subscribers that just came on board, hey, I'm glad you joined my YouTube channel. Keep watching, more stuff to come out. I will do another video behind this. I'm sitting at home right now, but I'm getting ready to edit another video I've been doing with my GoPro, which my GoPro is not, has a waterproof casing around it, but every time I use it, it seems to distort my voice. You can barely hear me talk, right? So, I can't use that right now. I got to go find a different case that allows, you know, things that are being said to come through to the camera. It'll record, it'll do everything just fine, but I have to get that other case. So that's why it's not on the GoPro right now. I'm still using my phone. But with that being said, look, guys, to all my old subscribers, been with me for a while, man, keep hanging in there. It's all because of you guys, new subscribers. Thanks for coming on board. Hey, and to my little brother who has just jumped in just started working with Prime. Good luck out there, man. I see you just did your first snow out there in Wyoming. Have a good one. Talk to you guys later. I'm out.